Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Stacy with Crafty Dragon Creations, and today I'm going to continue working on the black and white journal. The first video I did was a part one of how to put the cover together, and I started to film that continuing, realized I wasn't recording, and did a little bit more stuff than I should have, but we're gonna go with it. So this is, first of all, a box I made from a Taco Bell box, you know, where you get those craving menu deals or whatever, and I just covered it and made it look neat. But this is what I have all my black and white stuff in. So let me show you the cover. I was so upset when I realized I wasn't recording for this, so I just stopped and gave up for a minute. But so let me set this aside for a minute. So this is the cover, and all I did was glued the edges down, as you can see, and then I put an eyelet in the back and the front, and put the ribbon in there. So this is going to be the closure. I'll just tie it together, and then I glued this down, and then this will get covered with paper, so you won't see that. So that's all I've done so far on the cover. And then I went ahead and put together a couple of signatures, just to kind of get things moving. So this is my first signature. This is a digital that I made, and then this is just a piece of like packaging paper or something that I crumpled up, and it was too long, so I'm going to make a pocket out of this. And here's another digital that I made. And this was made from like brown packaging paper, and I just painted it and then did some stenciling on it. I did the front and the back. And this is another packaging paper that I just kind of painted on, and I glued a white piece of crumpled paper to the back, and then I kind of stenciled a little bit of black on there just to give it some interest and definition. This is another page that I painted with white acrylic paint, and this is packaging paper that I glued on the back. So this, oops, this was a whole sheet, so I just painted half black and half white, and then glued some paper on the back. Oops. Oh yeah, so there's this page, right? I did not make that pocket. I need to glue that. Anyway, this is a pocket, so I kept that open, and this was just more painting and stenciling. Oops. More of that. Another part of that paper I made, and again another pocketed page, and that. So that's the first signature. And the second one, this is an envelope, so there's going to be a pocket up there, and I'll decorate this more up, but this is just, it was a white envelope, and so I just did some stenciling. Another digital I made. I thought it would be neat to have a page in here that was material of the same as the cover, so we can do something cool with that, I think. And I made a pocket here, a little stenciling, This is more packaging paper, and I just dripped the black leftover paint water on there. A couple of splatters. Another painted page. So yeah, I just kind of did some stuff. And then here's the other part, another envelope. I put 2 envelopes together, so this will be a pocket there. So those are my 2 signatures, and I think I'm probably going to do a hidden spine, maybe. I don't know, I'll have to see. But let's go in there like that. I was gonna do a 3rd signature, but I thought, nah, I want room to put bulk in here, so I just went with the 2 signatures. And then in this box is just stuff I've collected that's black and white, like this CD holder, some tags I had cut out from using my scan and cut. This one I covered with some washi. So we got that. A couple little pockets I made. Some tags. This is an envelope I made. And inside I have some big puzzle pieces. So I just printed out oversized puzzle pieces and cut them out. Well, first I stenciled and then cut them out, and you can write on the back or use them for decoration or whatever. So that'll be in there. Get those back in there. And then just some other random stuff. I think this is a pocket. So we'll put that in there. And then I just printed off some black and white different ephemera bingo card that I made. I have these in my Etsy shop. There's like, I think 3 different sets that I made. And they're not black and white, they're colored. So this one I just printed black and white. Some little postcards that I made. All types of, just some decorative stuff in here, some die cuts. I started to make a paper clip and thought, oh, I better do that with you guys. I made some embossing paper to use. All these numbers were from another bingo card that I printed that I've accidentally cut into it too much, so I thought, well, I'll just cut it up and use the numbers to decorate with. So, and then just some other die cuts and stuff to use to decorate with. Let's see, do I have anything else? Oh yeah, here's another bingo card. And I put these on like some pretty, probably packaging, I think is what this was. Glued it on there, and so you can still write on the back, but it's still pretty sturdy. So yeah. There's some fussy cuts in here, mushrooms. I just needed some black and white stuff to decorate with. This is actually kind of a lot harder than I expected. I was like, oh, black and white, that'll be easy. Yeah, no, not really. And then I do have some other papers. I just printed some stuff out. These all I got from the Graphics Fairy. If you guys have not been on there, you should definitely check that out. I have a monthly subscription to their website, so I get access to all their kits and tutorials and stuff. So I printed some of those out. Have some more of the Digi kit that I did. Then I have some stickers and some cardstock. And anyway, I have different things to make, different things to go in our journal. So I think what I'm going to do first, set that over there, is finish this up, cover the inside. I'm going to use this black cardstock, and this will be covered because I'm going to do a hidden spine. So this I'm not going to worry about covering right now, but I do want to get this covered. So let's do it. Let me grab my, excuse me, my ruler, and let me grab my, oh, sorry, my trimmer. Okay, so now I want this to come as close to the edges as I can. Let me grab a pencil. Pencil. I can't find a pencil, so we're going to try to use this pen. Okay, so I'm going to come right there. Y'all probably can't see that, but I just made my little mark there. And let's see. I want to make sure and not cover my fold there. So put that back where I want it. Let's see. Probably about right there. All right. Let's see how that works out. Okay. So yeah, that'll be good. It covers all of that. Okay. I'm going to use double-sided tape for this. Because my glue is being used elsewhere at the moment, so I'll just use this. So how's everyone doing? So I'm excited to get this done and start on my fall journal. I love the fall. I'm excited to use all the pretty colors. And I recorded a video doing some jelly plate printing, so watch out for that. I'll put that up in in a little bit, but that was a lot of fun to do. Went out and got some leaves and did some printing with the leaves. Some of them came out super cool, so I'm excited to use those. Okay. Burnish these down really well. Make sure that's gonna stick real good. I just use a little craft knife to get the papers up. Try and keep my desk clean as I go. I'm really bad about just, throwing the trash there, and then I get upset because my desk is a mess. So I'm sure nobody else does that. It's really kind of interesting to watch the different YouTubers and who's all nice and clean and they clean up as they go and all that, and then there's some that are just have stuff everywhere, don't have enough room to work, and that is totally me. So it's good to see that, because that means I'm not the only one. Oops. Let's see if I can get this off. Probably not. Okay. That'll be okay. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to put that almost up to the fold, but I don't want it to hinder it, so I'm going to try and get straight. There we go. Alrighty. Get that stuck down really good. I'm probably going to put a pocket or something on here, so you won't really hopefully see that. Or you might, it is a junk journal. Oh yeah. I'll definitely put a pocket or something down here. It may go up there, and that way it kind of hides that. Alright, so let me do the other side. I don't have enough. Okay. Go. Covers on the inside. now let's do the hidden spine part. Okay, so I have a piece of cardboard here from some packaging. You can kind of see how, oops, about how thick it is. It's pretty sturdy, so we're going to use that. Let's see. Alright, so I think my spine is an inch and almost an inch and 3/4. Okay, so we're gonna have to do, I want to measure inside, like to here, the inside of my folds. So I'm just going to kind of butt this up against there. And probably cut about right there. So let's do that cut first. I'm going to use my ruler and a craft knife. Don't think my trimmer would appreciate me putting this through there, so let me come down just a little. Okay. Okay. And then we'll measure this way. Let me just make sure that that actually might be just a tad too big. Okay. So cut just a little bit more. Okay, I think that is perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna go pretty close to the bottom there, pretty close to the top. So we have our spine piece. Now this is what's going to get glued down. We're going to sew our signatures to this. First I'm going to cover this, but that's what's going to get glued down. So the signatures will get sewn to this, glued down, and then that's the hidden spine, because then you don't have the stitching on the back, which you can still do that if you want. I mean, that's, you know, that's fine. I just didn't want to do it on this one, but I do like that look, you know, where you see the stitching. But for this one, I wanted to do the hidden spine. And I'm going to cover this, and I'm going to come out a little so that I can cover that. And I think I'm going to use trying to decide if I just want to use the black. I think so. That way it all just kind of blends. Yeah, we'll just cover this. with the black. And let me measure and see. I'm gonna come out about 1/4 of an inch on each side. So I'm just using these little dots on my mat here, kind of eyeballing. So I think this one is about right there. All right, let me get my big trimmer. Cut that. Now you can cover this with anything material or washi or this right here. You can cover this part with whatever you want. I'd really like to do material, but I don't want to do more of this, and I don't have any solid black. I think I really want the black. So yeah, that'll go like that. And then you might see this seam, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to adhere this on there like that. And let's see, I think I'll use my tape. Burnish that down real good. Okay. And then the signatures will get sewn onto this. So they'll be on here like this. And then this whole thing will get glued down to there. So I hope that is making sense so far. All right, let's cut this down to where we need it. I'm gonna go even with my end papers there, or try to. There. Oh, I guess I could have used that to measure. Duh. Okay. So then that will go in there, just like that. Now I am going to kind of, here we use this, score this a little bit so it will fold nice when we're ready to fold that up. Okay, now what I'm going to do is find the center. Sorry, I'm trying to see here. Okay, so this is my center. Let's go here. And here. And I'll show you what I'm doing here in just a minute here. Well, we can hold it down, Stacy. Okay. I wanted to find where I'm going to put. I'm going to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. So let's see. There's one line, and this will be covered, so I'm not worried about that line showing. Okay, so each line is where a signature is going to go. That one is a little crooked. I don't know if you can see what I did there. Okay. Then let me find the center. That's it. Oh, here we go. Sometimes it's just easier for me to eyeball. Alright, we're gonna go right there. So from the 0 to the 2.5, 0 to the 2.5. Oops. And then zero, 2.5, 0 to 2.5. Okay. Oh, I forgot to mark my 0. That right there. Okay. Now you can punch this however you want. You can use, actually I think I'm going to use a crocodile here. Oh wait, I forgot to have a small, I found this, I don't know where it came from. I think it came from my grandma. She passed away about 1.5 years ago, and I took a bunch of stuff. I think this is where this came from, but I'm gonna use this. Punch my holes, maybe. Okay, there we go. Okay. You can also use an awl or any kind of pokey tool you might have, but I thought I would give this a try. I think this is a eyelet setter. It's not great, but it's working. Oops. Okay, that's weird. There we go. Over there. Okay. I think the holes are getting bigger and bigger. Okay, well, I don't like this thing, but we're gonna finish with it because we started with it. Okay. So I have my holes punched, and that one is way off, but that's okay. You're not gonna see it. I'm gonna take some black thread and get me a needle here. Oh, that's too small. That's way too small. And we'll just use this one, I guess. Oh, I should have punched my signatures. Okay, where's the string? Okay, there we go. Maybe. Okay, what do I do? Okay. So 1, 2, there we go. All right. So we go about 3 times the size. 1, 2, 3. And if I had scissors. Okay, so that's 1. We'll go 1, 2, 3. All right, so my signatures, I want them to line up. I want the holes to line up like this. So I think what I'm going to do, first of all, make sure they're all where I want them to be. Okay. And let me get some clips. All right, some clips to hold these. Now this I'm going to have to use an awl because I'm going through all these pages. Well, my little thingy wouldn't fit all the way up through the middle, so. There we go. All right. Get this threaded. Hello everyone. Okay, so apparently my camera died and I didn't realize it. I finished sewing this one in, this signature, and started on this one and realized my phone was dead. So basically all I've done so far is just clip it together, punched my holes, and now I'm sewing. One thing I missed saying was, if you want your strings to end up on the outside like this, then you would start from the outside. If you want those to end up on the inside, and then you can like tie a bow and you can have charms and stuff hanging on, then you would start on the inside. So I'll show you what I mean by that. But on this one I wanted them hidden, so I did it that way. So because I want my strings to end up out here, I'm going to start out there. So let's see if I can do this somewhat gracefully here. Okay. Oops. Make sure I get it through there. There we go. And I want to leave, I should have cut those off. I want to leave a good size tail out there if I can. Okay, so I came in through the middle, and then you can go either direction. I'm going to go up back through the top. Somewhere around here is my hole. Somewhere. Wait, I didn't. Okay, yeah. This is the top. So I'm going to go through the bottom. And make my hole again, because. Oops. Going through that material sometimes is kind of weird. Okay. And that's way off, but yeah, okay. Oops. So I'm gonna go through here. Okay, oh, make sure we have that tail. Then we're gonna go all the way to the bottom. Like so. And then back through the middle. And you also want to make sure that these strings are on either side of this one so that you can tie around it. So see how those are on either side there? Make sure they're kind of tight. Make sure I have it where I want it. Okay. So I'll get this tied. I usually tie 3 just to be safe. Okay. So now I can tie all these, cut all these off here. These scissors. Terrible. Okay. And so there we have our signatures. And this will get glued in here. This is almost big enough space to put a pen or something. Or you could always add another signature if you wanted. Either now, or if you do it later, you know, you'll see the string out here. But, so yeah. Here's our signatures. Okay, let me get this glued in. Okay, so I got my Fabrifix glue. I think it tends to be the strongest and kind of holds the best. Plus there's different materials here, so that tends to connect better. Get it. I'm just gonna do this part first, and then I'll go back and do the flaps. I want to get a good amount of glue on there because we want it to hold tight. And you can use double-sided tape probably on this. Just be aware that you have no wiggle room with double-sided tape. So once it's down, it's down. Whereas this, you have some room to kind of move it around. Okay, so I know this is my top. I have that upright. Put that down. Make sure it'll close. Okay. Make sure it pretty much matches. I'm gonna go under here. My bone folder. And I'll do this part in a minute, but I wanted to make sure I get this good first. Okay. Let's do this little part here. Okay. I think that looks good. Okay, now because this is black paper, glue likes to show through, so I am going to use tape on this part because I don't want any. I might put a little glue towards the back here But as far as closer to the edge, I'm going to go ahead and use double-sided tape. And I don't have to worry about trying to, you know, move this to the right position because I know it's already in the right position. And hope this works because I've not done this before. I mean, with the using the tape here, so we'll see. That didn't work. Okay. Again, I am going to put just a little bit of glue here. It's going to help reinforce that. Nice. Okay, let's do the other side. Try to get as close to the edge as I can. Again, put a little glue. I need to make one of those, a glue holder. Well, this will be upside down. I know Pam at the Paper Outpost made one out of some water bottles, but I also know that like you lose a lot of glue doing that, so I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. Okay. Alright, let's put it down flat. There we go. So at least I know it'll open flat. Had it kind of scored in the wrong place there. It's okay. There we go. All right, I think we got our signatures in. Yay. And this will tie, and you have room to grow. So yeah, lots of room to grow in there. Awesome. Just double check one more time. All right, so there we go. That's finishing the cover and putting the signatures in, and you can kind of see the cardboard in there, so you can always cover that. I'll probably go in and cover that with something, but yeah. So there we go. That's our journal, part 2. Thank you for bearing with me through all my mishaps on this one, but We're getting there, right? We're getting there. All right. You guys take care. Please like this video if you did like it, and subscribe, and leave me a comment below as to what you think so far. All right, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.